Up next on the MARR Army Rock Show, very happy to be talking with John Corabi of the Dead Daisies. They're announcing their Live and Louder American Tour, a dozen of North American tour dates. John, welcome to the show.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good. Now, interesting, you warned me I might hear some buzzing. What's going on there?
I'm actually sitting in a chair getting tattooed while I talk to you.
This is actually a first for me interviewing. I've never interviewed anybody being tattooed. Could I dare ask?
Yes, and it's actually an amazing tattoo by my amazing artist friend Adam the Kid. I'm giving him a gratuitous plug here. Adam the Kid at Custom Pearls Tattoo in East Nashville. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
so I had this time booked for like a month, and then I'm like, I got interviews today. Well, I'm going to do it while I get my tattoo.
We appreciate you taking the time. So let's talk about the Live and Louder tour. Now, it's called that for a very important reason. Can you let folks know about the meaning of Live and Louder?
Well, we actually we've got a new live record coming out. Last year we did a album called Make Some Noise, and we went on tour. We were we were everywhere. We went to Europe a couple times. We were in Korea, South Korea, Japan. We did a bunch of dates in America with Kiss. And then we went back to Europe again, and we decided to record a few shows for a live album. And we said, let's just call it Live and Louder and just, keep everything real simple. The last one was called Make Some Noise. This one's called Live and Louder. Let's not overthink this.
Yeah.
Let's just get out and rock.
Now you mentioned, I think you just answered this question. So this was recorded over a series of how many shows approximately?
I think we did 4 or 5 shows. We recorded the whole, obviously, our sound guy, Tommy, recorded the shows. And then Doug Aldridge basically went through all the files. And, obviously, he listened to all the shows, and he's like, well, this version of Long Way to Go is the best. It represents everybody really, really well. And then this version, and he kind of put everything together as far as performances. And then we went and handed the files to a really good friend of mine, Anthony Fox, here in Nashville. And Anthony mixed it. And I think Anthony did an amazing job. Doug and Anthony actually Doug as far as picking the performances, and then Anthony for making it sound amazing.
It looks like you're off to Europe after this for a lot of great festivals and some really cool ones. Is there any one that you've got like asterisk marks next to for going out there to Europe?
Well, I mean, all of them are great. I love going over to Europe and doing all those festivals, but I think the 2 biggest ones that, the 2 biggest ones over there is probably Download and the Swedish Rock Festival, and this year we're doing both. Although I am as well very excited about Hellfest in France. That should be pretty cool.
Now, I saw something kind of cool about Woodstock, Poland. Did I see that you're like playing with an orchestra or something there?
Yes, we did Woodstock last year. We had an amazing time. If anybody wants to see the lunacy that happens there, they can just go on YouTube and check out our Join Together video. But we're going back this year. The promoter of the festival really dug the band, so he invited us back. And, the whole theme, like the original Woodstock Festival, like they've got a, peace, love, kind of a thing going on. And so they asked us to incorporate a couple more songs into our set that were peace related. So we learned a couple tunes and we're putting it together, and then they came back and they said, well, how do you guys feel about doing the entire show, the entire set, with a 70-piece orchestra? And we're like, okay. So we're going to rehearse in New York, record everything, send it to the conductor. He's going to map everything out, and then before the festival, I think we're going to go to town. We're going to come to Poland, and we're going to rehearse for a few days with the entire orchestra. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
Now that's so unique. I got my fingers crossed that maybe you guys will do a video of that performance.
To be honest with you, I think it's supposed to be broadcast live. Now I don't know if that's going to be on the internet or TV or what, but it's a pretty big deal. It's going to be awesome.
So, hey, it looks like this is this band's first venture into South America and Japan as a band. Is that always something you're a little, I don't know, not apprehensive about, but inquisitive about what it's going to be like going to a new place like that for the first time?
Nope, not at all. We just did we actually have been in Japan, but we did the Loud Park Festival. And we had an amazing turnout. And we got an amazing response from everybody. So apparently we're doing a few shows over in Japan now on our own, and ticket sales are pretty good. They're doing really well. So, and to be honest with you, South America is a whole other creature in its own. Like, I've been down there to do an acoustic show, and I've done a few things down there, and just me by myself, and it was absolutely total insanity. So I love going down there. I've been down there many times with Union, and as a solo artist. So I know when we go down there, the South American fans are going to be nothing short of, like, insane. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So I saw a picture out the other day of you standing in front of a new tour bus, and as a longtime veteran of touring, I was curious, what are the most important features you look for in a bus you're going to be basically going to be your home for a little while?
I wanted to make sure that, it's weird. It's probably not something I'll take out this summer with the Daisies. But I got it from my solo band. I just did a bunch of shows acoustically with my son came with me. And I think I'm just at the point in my career where it's like, I told my wife, I go, listen, man, I just did 6 weeks acoustic shows in a van. I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I kind of feel like I'm at an age where I do want a little comforts from home. So, the thing for me was I just, I can use it as a dressing room. I can use it as a dressing room. The biggest thing, though, was there's a refrigerator on it. And I can actually bring decent food and not eat, hamburgers and truck stop food and all that stuff. Like, I literally, I just did this, like I said, this last run, I was out for 6 weeks. I got to be honest with you, I felt like ass when I got home. It was horrible. I'm like, just tired and sluggish, and just kind of felt like, achy. And so I told my wife, like, I need to do this. I need to invest in my own career. So I'm buying this thing.
So I saw the North America dates. You've got a band called the Dives out with you guys. How did you find and hook up with them?
From the Kiss Cruise. We played the Kiss Cruise with them, and just for the record, the guitar player singer is Evan Stanley, Paul Stanley's son. But they're a great band, man. It was weird. Like, we were watching them, and we're like, these guys are really good. It's like you kind of like, oh, okay, Paul Stanley's bringing his kid out on the thing, but they start playing, and you're like, wow, they're really good. So when we were on the boat, we were talking about it then on the last Kiss Cruise. We're sitting there going, man, we should take them on the road with us. We're going to do a run. We should take them. Have a good time, Plus, I've known Evan here not just from the Kiss cruise. He was here in Nashville for quite some time, so I had met him several times with the rock and roll residency guys. So he's a great player, great kid, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm excited to let folks know that we will, in fact, be at the Baltimore show at Ram's Head on August 18th to see you guys. And John Corabi, man, the album is Live and Louder, due out May 19th, and the tour is Live and Louder. You get 12 dates in North America, so don't sit on the fence. John, man, from the tattoo chair, I really appreciate you being here with us today.
No worries, man. It was fun.